I'm Elizabeth Heng, and I'm running for Congress. I'm a conservative, I'm a constitutionalist, but I'm very pragmatic. At the end of the day, having anybody on any far extremes, I think is bad for the country. I think the majority of the population is that in that 80% in the middle range, and they just want to see things done and for our government to begin functioning again. And so I'm fiscally conservative, and I believe that all the policies that I will work on is moving the bar so that we can get work done for the Central Valley here, moving water policies, immigration bills, and then helping with our education system and alleviating kind of the challenges with our business climate. When the United States shows strength worldwide, then there's peace abroad. I have been disappointed by this administration and how they have failed to lead worldwide. I'm glad that we've started sanctions, but we need to go full-fledged with more sanctions. We shouldn't be dependent on foreign oil, right? Right here, just in the Central Valley, in Kern County, we have oil fields there. We have this in Texas, but there are all these, and then there's things such as the Keystone Pipeline that we should have been able to continue to basically build. So we should figure out what we need to do, and for the companies that are here in the United States, in North America, so that we are not dependent on foreign oil. As the daughter of legal refugees that came from Cambodia and lived through the genocide, I would love nothing more than to seeing immigration reform done once and for all in the correct way. Republicans and Democrats are so divided on this topic. I think it's very important to having border security, knowing who's coming inside and outside the country, but both parties, I believe, have failed to creating an immigration policy that actually works. We need more agricultural workers here in the Valley, and we need to increase H-2A visas. We need to increase H-1B visas for DACA children that are here in the United States. I mean, this is of no fault of their own, and as long as I believe that we need to figure out a way to have a comprehensive reform, border security, knowing who's coming inside and outside the country. We're getting stopped by Sacramento. We need new ideas that I believe that we have an opportunity to present if in fact Leader McCarthy becomes the next Speaker of the House. Him being from the Central Valley, we have an opportunity with members of Congress that can now introduce legislation that can actually be voted on the House floor. I've been reading a lot about what Israel has done with desalination in their country and how they bring water resources to their country and around the Middle East. And although I understand that desal is a lot more expensive, I do believe that if in fact we can introduce legislation and have desal as a way for all the cities that live on the coastal areas to get funding, for example, to build desal plants, and they can get their water in that direction, then any additional flow of water that comes from our resources can go to us. So these cities are not taking away water from places that are drought-ridden and that we need, such as the Central Valley here.